Hey everyone, and welcome to the Motivation Monday podcast for July 24th, 2017. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about distractions and how to avoid them. When you're practicing music, it's really important that you aren't distracting yourself with all of the things that come with modern life, right? So your cell phone, your computer, um, anything else you can think of that really takes your mind off of the task at hand and puts it on something else that you don't want to be focusing on. So, one of the worst things that can happen in the middle of a really intense practice session is that you're distracted by an email or a text message or something that's going to break your train of thought and force your concentration off of music and onto something more trivial, right? Now, this is obviously comes with a caveat, right? If you have kids or something like that and you need to be in touch with people, or your job requires immediate attention to other things besides practicing music, this may be a little bit less practical for you. But if you can manage it, if you can manage a certain chunk of time every day where all you have to focus on is music and creativity, that's going to be so awesome for you. So even if you do have one of those jobs or, a life such that you can't ignore your phone because there might be an emergency going on or something like that, try as hard as you can to get, you know, even as little as 10 to 15 minutes of completely uninterrupted time away from your technology, that you can just focus 100% of your energy on your instrument and playing and learning music. It helps you grow so much faster. So here are a couple of ideas that I've gotten from great people that I think will help you a lot to get that unobstructed time. So one of the first ones is, and this is kind of an interesting sort of funny idea that I'm definitely going to have to try in the future. This is from Neil Strauss, who is an author, and I got this from his Instagram. Take your cell phone and put it in what's called a fridge safe. Now, these are designed for people who are trying to diet, and what they do is they put whatever food they're trying to avoid in this safe, and you can set it to a timer. So the safe locks itself for a certain amount of time, whatever you choose it to be, whether that be 5 minutes or an hour or whatever you want. And it's designed so that you can put this stuff in the safe and then throw it in the fridge, and you don't have access to the food that's giving you trouble that you can't avoid. So it's kind of a brilliant idea for both what we're going to discuss, and for if you're trying to be on a diet and you can't avoid that food late at night or whatever it is, put it in the safe, throw it in the fridge, set the timer, and then you're forced to go to bed without eating that food that's a crutch for you, right? But the way that we're thinking about it here, and this applies to more than just practicing music, it might apply to getting other work done too, is throw your cell phone into the fridge safe and set it for however long you would like to work undistracted. And you're not going to be able to get your cell phone out of that safe until the end of the allotted time that you've set it for. So this is wonderful, especially if you're addicted to your phone, which I have definitely been in the past. Throw it in there, and then you physically can't touch it. You can't get distracted by those emails and text messages and phone calls that are coming in, and you can finally get some work done without that. The cell phone is just such a wonderful tool in modern life, but it can also be a real detriment to getting that deep work done that we need to get done to get better at whatever we're trying to improve upon. So there's one idea for you. Now, the second idea is a great piece of software that I just discovered. And what this does is it kind of blocks your internet access for a certain period of time. It's called Freedomgram. So if you go on to Google and you Google Freedomgram, you can check out this software. There's multiple other pieces of software that basically do the same thing. So you can go out there and just type in internet blocking software, because this is a huge time suck, right? How many times have you put down your horn with the intent to just check a quick email or, check your Facebook real quick or something like that. And then you kind of look up an hour later and you've wasted a whole bunch of time because you've gotten sucked into that black hole of social media and the internet. And then your time is up. You don't have any more time to practice, right? So some of these pieces of software are great because they will actually block your internet and they will force you to not get distracted by that entire world out there that is designed to distract us and force us to spend time on something else besides what we're trying to do. So those are two things that are great. The other thing would be, if possible, have a space in your house or apartment or wherever you practice that is away from all technology. I mean, this is just a derivation of the same thing that I've just been talking about, right? These other tools are designed to force you into not being distracted. But if you have a place in your house that's free from all technology, sometimes when you get into that space, you automatically go into that deeper thinking. You automatically go into that, I'm not being distracted by anything besides what I'm trying to get done. All right. So there's a couple of ideas that can help you get a little bit more deep work done. That's an important term. On one of these Motivation Monday podcasts, I'm going to talk about a Cal Newport book called Deep Work and some of the ideas in that. And I think that this is absolutely crucial to being a musician, is some of this deep work that we need to get done. It takes so much concentration to get better at instruments and get better at jazz and get better at music in general that some of the ideas in this book are great. So that'll be on a forthcoming episode. But for this week, try to do what you can to free yourself from your technology and therefore freeing yourself from a lot of the distractions that come with technology, and watch the results that you get from your study without anything else going on. All right, hope that helps. Hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you on Friday with our regularly scheduled programming. Have a good week, everybody.